Hey guys, welcome to Smoky Mountain Taco. There's been some news about lifts on Toyota Tacomas. If you have a lift or you're thinking about getting one for your Tacoma, you want to watch this video. Let's do this. So recently there was a guy out in Texas who was going through the rounds of getting some insurance. They wanted him to take pictures of his Tacoma, all four corners. And they ran it through some AI software, and they canceled his insurance because he had a lift. I'll give you the details on this story, then we're going to be proactive and see what we can do to avoid this. So there's a significant shift in risk assessment, catching thousands of light truck owners off guard. Insurance carriers are leveraging transparency requirements by deploying AI-driven visual risk audits during policy renewals. No longer relying on self-reporting, insurers are now using mandatory photo submissions and satellite imagery to identify aftermarket modifications, specifically suspension lifts, that deviate from factory safety specifications, and why a simple 2-inch lift is now leading to immediate policy cancellations and how owners can navigate this new uninsurable landscape. If you drive a Toyota Tacoma in Texas, California, or the Rockies, you need to listen up. And I suspect this is going to happen a lot sooner in other places as well. A Houston-based owner, I won't mention his name, has a 2020 Toyota Tacoma. And it's no longer insurable by his long-term carrier simply because it sits a few inches higher than it did on the showroom floor. So what they did is they had him take pictures of all four corners and submit it as part of an insurance renewal, ran it through AI, and they canceled his insurance because he had a lift. And it was just a 2-inch lift. It's because of the surge of AI underwriting software. Insurers are moving toward micro-risk modeling using satellite imagery and mandatory photo audits to identify hazards before a human ever looks at a file. Now, what this means is that if you go get an aftermarket lift for your Tacoma, you could be at risk of losing your insurance. How can you avoid this? That's the real question here. What can you do? Well, the obvious is as soon as you get your Tacoma, take pictures of it all four corners and be done with it. There's one way to do it. But that won't mitigate you in case you get in an accident. One thing that I would do, if you want to lift, well, you can obviously get a TRD Pro or a Trailhunter. Some people don't want to pay the price of it. That's understandable. They are a little expensive. But one of the things is that if you do want to lift, go get the TRD lift from Toyota. And you can have the dealership install it if you don't want to install it or install it yourself. But the TRD lift, that should be covered by the insurance. Now, one other thing you can do is to go ahead and let the insurance know that you have modifications, and you can pay an extra premium for those modifications. And so what you want to do is disclose early. Do not wait for a photo audit. Call your agent and ask for a modified vehicle endorsement. It'll cost more, but it prevents a mid-year cancellation. Stick to port installed options. Choose the TRD lift kits installed by the dealer. These are typically covered under the factory warranty. And if you do install an aftermarket lift, make sure that you keep receipts proving your blind spot monitors and pre-collision systems were recalibrated after the lift. So it's getting a little crazy out there with insurance. Everything's going up, and insurance is no different. And with AI being almost everywhere now, you definitely want to take note of this. So if you got a lift, be aware of this. If you're thinking about getting a lift, be aware of this. And protect yourself so you don't get yourself stuck having your insurance canceled on you or a claim denied. Anyway, that's it for today, and we'll see you next time. If you like that video, be sure to hit the subscribe, like, share, and comment down below. We'll see you next time. Smoky Mountain Taco, out.